Good morning. We have finished our 10 minutes of rolling, so we're going to get into a little dynamic this morning to get our body moving. So in place, or feel free to move around the room. Feet at least hip distance, if not wider. We're going to do our heel toe rock or walk if you're walking around the room with our arm rotation. So keeping the core, your core really tight. Shoulders relaxed. We're making circles in the forward motion. Rocking from our heel through the balls of our feet up to our tippy toes. And let's start the other direction. So arms are going to rotate back. Don't lose your balance. You can always widen your stance if the balance part is a challenge. Gives you a little bit more stability. And you can always walk it around the room, like I said. Three more circles and relaxing. Shake it out. We're going to do our crossover hamstring stretch. So right foot over left, reaching down towards those left toes. So you're getting a little bit of an IT band stretch at the same time as you're getting a hamstring stretch. Let your head drop, arms hang. Then when you're ready, come up and arms in a T. Step left over right. Same thing. Hang, reaching for those right toes. Whatever foot is in the back. And just continue that flip. Right over left, left over right. Seeing if you can deepen that stretch just a little bit more each time. Hanging a little bit farther. Trying to let your body relax into that forward fold position. We'll go one more on each side. And then feet just outside hip distance, a wide straddle. We're going to drop down into that bootstrappers. So continuing with our hamstring stretch, dropping into that deep squat, grabbing onto our toes, knees, elbows inside knees, and then straighten those legs. And then bend, deep squat, chest up, head up. Head drops down, legs extend, forward fold, hamstring stretch. And next time in that forward fold position, stay forward fold, stay in that hanging position and just walk one leg out into a wide straddle position. And then just hang and walk your hands over to one foot. And back to center and over to the other foot. So wide straddle position, toes at about 10 and 2. And just walking hands side to side, keeping your bottom pushed back, forward fold. Breathing and just feeling that nice stretch behind your legs. Enter or stop in the middle, and then go ahead and bring your legs in, walking them in, and then slowly rounding up. Big shoulder roll at the top. And then let's do our straight leg march. Kicking that straight leg out in front of you. Reaching for the opposite toe with the opposite hand. One more each side, and then shake that out. We're going to go quad stretch. So right hand in your right foot, right foot in your right hand rather. Find your balance or hold on to something close by. And left foot and left hand. We'll get 3 stretches on each side. Shoulders stay relaxed. Squeezing that heel in. Maybe a little lean forward, always keeping a soft bend in that standing leg. Heel squeezes in and a little lunge or a little lean forward rather. And we'll step into our reverse lunge, YWT. Finding that balance. Y position as you step back, drop that back knee, WT, really squeezing those shoulder blades in. Great job, you guys. All right, shake that out. Come to the base of your mat. We're gonna walk out inchworm or walk out with straight legs. So your hands come down, walk out to plank. We're gonna do 2 shoulder taps. So shoulder tap right, shoulder tap left, walk back in and all the way up, hands to the ceiling. So continue with that, inchworm out, straight legs, shoulder tap right, shoulder tap left, and walk all the way back up. Arms reach tall. And then slide back down your legs to the floor. Next time you're in that plank position, I want you to push up into a down dog, come back to plank, and 2 push-ups. So down dog, 2 push-ups. You can always drop down to your knees. Back to down dog, 2 push-ups. Drop down to your knees if you need to. Hips hike back up, stretch. 2 push-ups. Make sure those hands are positioned properly for your push-ups. Closer to your chest, elbows out at a 45. One more time. And stay down, child's pose. Knees go wide. Stretch those arms out. We're going to come down onto our right side into clam shells. We're going to add something a little bit different this time. So knees together, forearm, right forearm directly underneath your right shoulder. As you come up, that right hip is going to raise, that left knee is going to open. You're going to reach under that right arm, come back up. So your knee drops, you reach under, as your arm raises, your knee comes up. Actually, you're gonna drop that hip down. Each time you come through. Great job. Hip raises, knee opens up, and then as you come down, that arm drops and scoops underneath your right arm. 3 more. And we're going to switch sides. So last little warm up before we get into our first circuit. So knees together, feet behind you, left forearm stacked underneath your left shoulder. Nice straight line as you open up and then reach under. So you're getting that rotation. Great job, you guys. Keep going with that. Nice work, nice work. 3 more. And roll over onto your back. Hug your knees in. A little rock side to side. Keep one knee hugged in, other leg straightened out. Just a little single leg stretch. Alternating bent knee, straight leg. And change it into straight leg. Just kind of getting a little stretch, a little ab warm up here. Straight leg stretch, and we're going to double leg. Both knees hug in, arms and legs shoot out. Just a little finisher here for our warm up. 2, 1. Relax your head, neck, and rock up to a seated position all the way to standing. I'm going to have you guys knee tap. Just move around, whatever you need to do. Keep your body moving while I do a quick demo. Circuit today is going to be all on one side. We'll rest, and then we're going to go all onto the other side of our body. So a single dumbbell is all you need. We're going to start out with a renegade row. So we'll start out with that right side. Dumbbell on your mat, left hand on your mat in your plank position, renegade row. So you're only rowing with that right side. Widen your stance to try and keep that body nice and stable. Okay, you can always row from your knees. This is your modification. You're here. Okay, renegade row. Then we're going into a squat thrust from this position. So you're in the plank or you're on your knees. You're coming up to standing with that dumbbell. Come back down. Squat thrust with the single dumbbell, okay? You can always step it out. Step, 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 step. Power through those legs to stand up with that dumbbell. Okay, it can always be done body weight as well. From there, we're going into a clean. So you're gonna be here with the dumbbell, coming up to the shoulder. Drive through the legs to your clean. You're gonna end up here. We're gonna step into a reverse lunge. We're doing this all 40 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Then from here, shoulder press, all the way up. 40 seconds. Okay, then we're gonna go straight through those 5 exercises on your left side. So pick a dumbbell weight that's gonna work for you. Renegade row, squat thrust, clean, reverse lunge with that dumbbell in the rack position, and then our shoulder press. Okay, you can always start out heavier, change into lighter, get that dumbbell ready. I'm actually gonna set a timer for this one so you guys can hear the beep. 40 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Right side first. Renegade row. Sorry for the little delay here. 40-10, starting in 5. You'll hear the beep. 3, 2, 1. Renegade row. Right side, plank position or you're on your knees. Remember, widen that stance to keep your body nice and stable. Left hand stacked directly underneath your left shoulder. You're halfway there. Remember, you can always drop down to knees. Squeeze that shoulder blade. You got it, you got it. 6, 4 seconds. 10-second rest. Child's pose, whatever you want to do. We're going to start from the mat. Dumbbell in your right hand. Squat thrust. Drive through those legs. Picking up that dumbbell. Whew. That's it. 5 seconds. All right. Cleans from that standing position. From the hip to the shoulder. Depending on how heavy the weight is, right? Just make sure you're using the legs. Core tight. Nice. It's a little dip and a drive to get that weight up. You got it. 5 seconds. We're going into a reverse lunge. So dumbbell at your shoulder in that rack position, stepping back with the right leg. Left arm is out at your side in a fist. So make that left arm work. Decrease that range of motion so you're not coming all the way into that lunge position. Maybe you're just here. Push off that back foot. Shoulder press is next. And we're done on this side. Shake it out. From our shoulder. Core tight. Press. Press. If you need to add a dip in the legs, do it. It's all going to depend on how heavy that dumbbell is. Core tight, yes. Shoulders relaxed. Add that dip to drive. 12 seconds. Nice. We're going to even it out with left side work next. Bring it down. All right, little rest. Shake it out. We're going to work or rest through this beat. You'll bring that right arm across your chest. Look over that right shoulder. Chin up, shoulder down. That arm behind your head. Right, stretching that right side out. Let's stretch the left side too. We're going into that next. Chin up, shoulder down. That arm behind your head. So now you know how that feels, right? So switch out dumbbells however you need to. Maybe some of the exercises you can go a little heavier on than others. We're going to start left side. We got 10 seconds still to go. Getting that position right. Right hand down, left hand on that dumbbell. Renegade row. Try and stay nice and even with the amount of weight you're putting into that dumbbell that's lifting and that supported hand, so that body stays as neutral as possible. Of course, you're going to have a little bit of leaning in that right hand. That's your support. Keep going, keep going. Woo! All right, stretch. Squat thrust. Dumbbell in that left hand. All the way up. Remember, you step it up. You can always squat thrust from an elevated position with no weight. Drive through those legs. Whew. All right. Cleans. Cleans on that left side. Up to the shoulder. Use your legs. Right hand in a fist. Out to the right. That's it. Get that weight up to the shoulder, right back down. Try not to swing. All right. Lunge. Reverse lunge. Weight at your shoulder. Left leg stepping back. Right leg, right arm in a fist out to the right. Helps with balance. Don't forget these exercises. We're using them again for our next circuit. Woo. Push off that leg. Torso stays tall. All right, shoulder press. Shoulder press. Core tight, arm out at your side. Dip and drive. If you need to, use those legs. Beautiful. This is the end of circuit 1. 15 seconds. 7, 3, 2, 1, bring it down. All right, shake it out. I'm gonna stop the timer. Next circuit, we're using all of those same exercises. And we're gonna do a ladder with them. 3 minutes on the right side, 3 minutes on the left side. You're gonna try and get as far up that ladder as you can. 1 renegade row, 1 squat thrust, 1 clean, 1 reverse lunge, 1 shoulder press. Then 2 renegade rows, 2 squat thrusts, 2 clean, 2 reverse lunge, 2 shoulder press. You can stay with me, you can move ahead. If you fall back, not a big deal. Just keep those exercises in your head. Renegade row, squat thrust, clean, reverse lunge, shoulder press. 3 minutes on the clock. We're gonna get as high as we can on the ladder on the right side, then we'll go into that left side. All right, gonna be fun. Shake it out. Another sip of water if you need it. Whatever dumbbell works best for you, that's the one I want you using. Get my timer going. All right, you guys, climbing the ladder. 3 minutes on the clock in 3, 2, 1, we're working. Renegade row, squat thrust. All the way up, then you're going into that clean. Reverse lunge, into that shoulder press. Right back down. Remember that squat thrust counts as 1. That first one. 2 cleans. Set yourself up properly for that reverse lunge. Coming back down for 3 renegade rows. Woo. A minute in. Woo. Nice, you guys. 2 minutes in, 1 minute to go. Thirty-five seconds. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, resting. Amazing job. If you want to finish where you are, by all means, go for it. Get a sip of water. Moving on to the left side next. All right, how you guys feeling? Another 30 seconds rest. Move those shoulders around, little shoulder stretch. 3 minutes are gonna be on the clock and 20 seconds for our left side. How do we do on that ladder? Good? Nice work. 10 seconds. 8. Getting set. Renegade rows on our left side. 2, 1, 3 minutes on the clock. 1 of each. Two of each. Nice, you guys. Using that really good form. Use that opposite arm, that right arm out for balance. Fantastic work. Woo. So good. Still got time. Keep it going. Ten seconds. And resting. Finish out your round. Get a sip of water. We got a little finisher. As if that wasn't enough, right? Beautiful work, you guys. All right, little finisher. We're gonna do an every minute on the minute. I'll demo the exercises in a second. Little EMOM finisher for our Wednesday hump day. 4 exercises. Dumbbell goblet clean. We're gonna start out with 4. And then we're gonna add on, depending on how much rest time we have. So you're gonna hold the head of the dumbbell in your hands. Fingers curled underneath, palms on the top. Feet just outside hip distance. You're coming down, and then you're coming up to this position here. So the palms, the base of the weight is gonna be resting on your palms. It slides back down to your fingers as you come down and up, down and up. Our goblet clean, okay? Next, we're gonna go into halos. 4 total, holding the dumbbell like this. From the hip, you're gonna go around the opposite side of your head, back down to that opposite hip. Other side, all the way around. You have a high pony, which I don't think any of us do. It makes it a little bit rough. 4 total, so 2 rounds per side, okay? Halos. Then we're coming down to 4 push-ups. On your knees if you need to, 4 push-ups. And then we're going into 4 goblet squats. We're gonna try and work our way up to 8. So here, holding onto that dumbbell, 4 squats, and then we'll rest. So 4 of each, goblet clean, halos, push-ups, goblet squats. We'll see how far we get in that minute as far as rest goes. Resetting the clock, grab that weight, 4 goblet cleans. First minute on the clock in 3, 2, 1. Hold that. Both heads of the weight around. 4 times total. Keep your core tight. Soft bend in the knees. Lots of support. Down for your push-ups. And we're coming back up for those goblet squats. Grab that dumbbell. 10 seconds rest. We're starting again. In 3, 2, 1. Stay with 4. 4 goblet cleans. 4 seems to be the magic number. If you need to drop it down to 3 to have more rest, totally fine. Let that weight drop behind your head. Push-ups. Elevate them if you need to, or you're on your knees, or you're a monster like Kevin and you're doing them from your feet. Goblet squats, 4 of them. 10-second rest right now. Beautiful. Guess what? We're going again. Drop it down to 3 if you're still working. All right, 3rd minute on the clock. Let's go. Cleans. Sit that butt down, flat back. Hip all the way around to the opposite hip. 30 seconds. Push-ups. Goblet squats. 10-second rest right here. We got 1 more round. Woo, you guys are beasts. Drop it down again if you need to. We're working. Cleans. Last time through. Woo. I see you working hard. Come on. We're stretching after this. Control those halos all the way around. That nice shoulder mobility working. 30 seconds. Push up and squats. Come on, come on. This is it. And set that weight down when you are done. Fantastic work, you guys. Get them in, get them in. Get a sip of water. Walk around, slow that heart rate. Let's meet in child's pose. Fantastic work, everybody. Knees out wide. Big toes touching. Bottom reaching down towards your heels. Arms extended, nice and long. Elbows lifted. You're breathing in and out. And you're thanking your body for all that amazing work. You guys work so hard. You have to give yourself gratitude for that, for getting up early, for pushing through it. And on that next exhale, walk your hands over to the left, keeping your head just an extension of your biceps. Push that floor away so you're getting the deepest stretch possible on that right side. Maybe taking one more step over to the side with your arms. Push, push, push that floor away, keeping your elbows lifted. You should feel this from underneath your armpit on your right side. Hopefully through your rib cage, down, maybe even as far as to your hip. And walking back to center, nice and slow. Once you reach center, big inhale and exhale. Still pushing that mat away, reaching your bottom towards your heels, and then walking over to the right for that left side body stretch. Embracing that sweat if it's dripping. Mine sure is. And back to center when you're ready. One last stretch from the center position. And let's stack our hands, curl our toes under, lift our hips up for down dog. And from that high down dog position, let's just alternate bent knees, walking the dog. Still keeping your head an extension of your arms, so you're looking down towards the mat or maybe towards your back toes. Letting that head hang. And then once you've done enough stretching, center your left foot. Kick that right leg up and feed it through for pigeon. Left leg extends long, creeping those right toes up, maybe just a little bit farther. Resting your forearms down. Maybe even your forehead down towards your hands. Breathing. Maybe a little rock side to side if that feels good. Maybe curling your toes under on your left leg and pushing that left heel back. Uncurl your toes, restack your hands, feed that leg back through. Hike those hips up nice and high. And center that right foot, left leg kicks up. Feed that left leg through, right leg extends long. Forearms resting, forehead resting if that feels good. Maybe a little rock side to side, curl your toes under on that right foot, push that right heel back to deepen that stretch. Uncurl your toes and let's just roll over onto that left hip and then onto our back. Hug your knees in. Feeling so good after that workout. Keep that right knee hugged up and let that left leg just straighten out, fall to the floor. Right knee hugs up and out. We'll do our cross body stretch. And then we'll come up for one more hip flexor stretch when we're done. Transfer that right knee over to your left hand, over to the left side of your body. Right arm extends out to the right, getting your cross body stretch. Breathing into that right hip. And back to center when you're ready. Bring that left knee up, let your right leg fall to the floor. Right knee hugs up and out. And then transferring that left knee into your right hand, to your right side of your body. Left arm extends out to the left. Just letting that left knee fall farther and farther over to the right. And back to center, hug both knees in, rock up to a seated position when you're ready. We'll come up to a kneeling lunge. Let's just go into our last stretch of the morning. We'll do our hip flexor stretch. So nicely stacked front knee or left knee over left ankle, right knee under right hip. Picturing those headlights on the hip bones. We're just going to do that pelvic tilt. So you're squeezing through your right butt cheek. And a little lunge forward. Your hands can be on your hips. Your hands can be up in the sky. Whatever feels best for you. Bring that back to that neutral position. Again, we'll tilt. And a little lunge forward. Stretching that right psoas, all those right hip flexors. One more time, back to neutral, relax. And then one more pelvic tilt. And a little lunge forward before we switch sides. Go onto our left knee, right knee stacked over our right, or right ankle stacked under our right knee. Pelvic tilt and a little lunge forward. Remembering to breathe. Feels good to have that breath back. Heart rate slowed down, breathing has slowed. Coming back to that neutral position each time before you pelvic tilt and squeeze through that left butt cheek. One more tilt forward or lunge forward, and then relax. Let's come up to a standing position. Shoulder rolls, both directions, maybe even just really quick little hip openers. See how much mobility we have there. Thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. I could not get through these workouts without you, just telling you right now. I need you. So thank you for being here. Have an amazing day, hydrate well, and I will see you all back here soon. I think I just muted myself.
Thanks, Doris.
Thanks, you guys.